Hello everybody, it's Mia. I am here tonight for a kind of a quick project because I'm going to go very monotone with this project. And I just thought, quick or not, I would include you guys. I needed a little chalk therapy tonight. And so I came across this project actually on Pinterest. Somebody else had done it. I wish I could tell you guys who it was, but I don't know. So I just thought I would duplicate it and do my little version of it. It's going to be pretty similar to what this person had done just because I thought it was so lovely. Or at least a portion of at least the thought of it. So I have got this wood board here. And my computer's not working anyways, as usual, right? Like, that's what I get for using an old computer. So I've got this board here, and it is, just to let you guys know, and if you're here, please say hello. I only know you're here if you comment. So, and that's if Facebook even lets me see the comments. So 29.5 inches long by 6 inches wide. I have got a piece of board here, and it has been stained. This is the normal color. This is the stained color. Hey, Missy, how are you? How are you doing? Are you in quarantine? Are you trying to keep yourself healthy? All right, let me grab a rag here. I am going to wax my surface with some Dixie Belle wax. You guys, there are a ton of different waxes out there. People use a lot of different things. Couture even has a wax, to be honest with you. But ours is in the size of like little chapstick containers. And I just think this works a little bit better. So I use Dixie Belle Best Dang Wax. This 10-ounce container will last me 6 months or more, to be honest with you guys, depending on how many projects you do. But you guys know I do a couple of week. Oh, good, Missy. I'm glad. I am glad. You need to stay healthy, girl. All right. So, and the reason that we wax our surfaces is just, it's like priming your walls. It adds a nice protective layer there for the surface and for your transfer. So that way it's just the good, you know, taking care of your transfer type of a thing. You want it to last, and you can feel it when it's done. It's got kind of a nice smooth finish. But the reason why I love Best Dang Wax is it looks white in the container. Hey, Barb! It looks white in the container, but it actually goes on clear, and it does not yellow over time. So some of the like Min Wax, I know some people use Johnson's wax. I have not used Johnson's. I've used the Min Wax, and with certain woods, it will yellow over time. So I have just found that I really love the Dixie Belle. So because we are all in this, spend as much time with your family as you can, quarantine, and maybe a wonderful reminder of what's important, right? If we can take that positive spin on what's going on in the world. Couture has this transfer that defines what family is. And to be honest with you guys, I've never used this transfer. So I was flipping through my books and I was like, oh my gosh. And then of course I came across that post on Pinterest and I was like, that is just so nice. So it's got family, and then what we're going to do after we do that is it does it just like the dictionary, phonetically spells it out. And then it says, a group of people who genuinely love, trust, care about, and look out for each other. A real family bond cannot be broken by any means, which I love that. Hey, Steph, how are you? Thank you for joining in tonight. All right, so what I'm going to do then is I've also got from our, I think this was one of our Club Couture transfers, You Are Enough, and we've got these really pretty flowers. Now, normally on some signs, I would do the flowers in a bunch of different colors and make it very bright and pretty. I think, now the way that the person had done it on Pinterest is they took one of our box frames. So it had kind of a off-white back with the wood frame around it. And they did this in like a, almost, it wasn't navy blue. It was almost like a gray blue, and everything was in gray blue. And they took these flowers and did the same. So I think what I'm going to do, oh, I'm glad to hear it, Steph. I hope everybody's healthy where you are. I think I'm going to do like a off-white, a custard and everything, and just keep it monotone and very pretty with the wood and the custard. So normally, like you guys, if you've seen me, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I love the flowers and I love just building and building on them. But I think this time I'm keeping it simple. I'm just going to keep it simple. And custard is one of my favorites because it's like an off-white. I don't think... almond, my lighting in here is always a little off when I do these. Maybe, actually, I think I might do almond. Almond is a little bit, that custard seems, against this is pulling out a yellow tone. And I do love custard, but I think white's going to just be too bright. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are good. I know, it's so hard, right? Like, oh, you don't want to go into paranoia, and you want to feel for the people who have compromised immune systems, and you need to live your life. So many things, but hopefully everybody's thinking health and safety first, and compassion, right? Compassion for everybody. Okay, so as always, our hey Amanda, how are you, girl? All right, so this is our almond. It is very pretty. It's an almond color. It is a creamy white, I would say. And this is a perfect consistency, at least from my perspective. Each designer probably has a little bit different of what they like, but we want it to be like a yogurt consistency. So it's got a drip to it, but it's not, it's like a long drip. It's not like something that's just running off this little spatula. So you don't want it like acrylic paint, but you don't want it like Play-Doh, if that makes any sense. Okay, so what I'm going to do, actually I'm going to move this over slightly so we have a little bit of room to put that flower. Because I'm going to put a little flower over here and over on the other side to counterbalance it. But like I said, this is going to probably ultimately be a quick and easy project because I'm just doing monotone. I'm going to my plain Jane roots and going monotone, y'all. Because I think it's just as simple is better in this case. All right, so we just spread the paste over the where the screen mesh is. You don't really care about any of the other parts. You just want to go where the design is. And a little bit goes a long way. Okay. And if I go over the edge, it's just chalk. I can literally just scrape it off. Missy, for this one, no. Sometimes I do. But for this one, I actually just typed in Chalk Couture projects. And I floated through, and this one popped up, and I was like, oh my gosh, how appropriate. I love it. So sometimes I'm just... To be honest with you, sometimes I just get overwhelmed with all the options that we have and I get a mental block and I'm like, okay, there's like a million beautiful projects in my portfolios, but I have no idea which one I want to do. So sometimes I'll go into Google or Pinterest and I'll just type Chalk Couture projects and I'll wait until something just hits me and just inspires me. And this one did. So it's as simple as that. So that's what I did. Okay, so we have family, which is so pretty. I'm going to hit it with the blow dryer because I don't want to... Woo! That's stuff falling. Okay, and just like that, it's dry. It's not going to, you know, whatchamacallit, smear. It's not going to smear on me. All right, I'm going to offset this just a little bit. Because like I said, I'm going to have some flowers over here. And I might do 2 or 3 of the flowers over here and a little bit over here. The board is slightly longer than I would have liked it. I would have liked it maybe 2 inches shorter, but it's what I had. So this is what we're doing. All right. Our box frame is actually perfect for this. I just don't have any in stock right now. I've used them all up. I love it when our chalk is perfectly mixed. It's so satisfying. Like just the smoothness of it running across the transfer. Okay, so we put our layer on and then we scrape that final layer off and put the excess right back in the container. Okay. And again, we just pull our transfer, trying not to stretch it. I know, right, Missy? I do too, because I mean, and it's like it's not a bad overwhelmed in the sense where I get frustrated and just want to throw in the towel. It's a good overwhelm that there's so many beautiful things, but I just don't know what to do sometimes, just because I've either worked all day or I've done something or I've been distracted and I'm like, okay, I'm not immediately inspired on my own. So that's why the social media and internet is so good, because I can come across something and go, yeah, that's it. All right, guys. So as you can see, family, and then the definition below. So I've got all this extra space on the end. So we're going to deal with this side first, okay? And I think, and like I said, I'm just going monotone. I could simply, or literally just do colors, but I just, for some reason, am thinking I like the concept of it being monotoned. All right. Like I said, I'm not doing much measuring. I'm just kind of, I just wanted something quick and easy, and that would be pretty at the end. Because to be honest, I still have some work to do tonight for the boutique. So, and I'm trying to be better about going to bed earlier. I'm such a night owl. Look at that. Oh, I love that. I know, Missy. It does. So sometimes I will do it by topic. I'll say, hey, I want to do, you know, the family transfer, and I'll find the name for it, the official name for it, or maybe I just might type in family chalk couture. So there are times when I do that, but more often than not, I just do a search for random projects, because the sad part is I probably have the transfer. Yes, I mean, and it's so funny because my husband's like, why don't you go to bed earlier? Like, you need to, it's healthy to go to bed earlier. And in my head, logically, I get it. But I get into doing something, or I'm just so darn excited to be up and awake and not have to be at work, or not have to be, you know, have a responsibility of something. And so it's like, oh, just let me hold on to this 5 minutes longer. And then my brain kicks into gear. And then I start thinking about all the different things that I could be doing. And, you know, it's just bad. So I'm trying to go to bed before midnight. It's not easy. But we can put in a good effort, right? Oh my gosh. See, if this board, maybe I can get somebody to cut it. Maybe I can take it to work tomorrow and just cut it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I could just cut it, right? It's so pretty, like this. So, so pretty. Let's see what else I have. I've got, I'm almost thinking it'd be too much if I keep adding. You guys, what do you think? I'm thinking it's perfect the way it is, and then I can just get somebody to cut it right here. Cut the board. I agree. I agree, Missy. I'm going to have somebody cut it right here. I can take it to work tomorrow. Oh, thank you, Steph. I know, I'm really liking the monotone, right? It's quite pretty. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to put those in water, and I'm just going to take it to work tomorrow. I mean, I have a wood shop at work, so they can literally just cut it the equal distance to where this is to the edge over here, and that would be my board. And then I put a bracket on the back and we're done. How easy. Guys, I've been live for 15 minutes and look at what I created. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. So I'm done, you guys. That's it. Boom. Project completed. So with that being said, I'll just say, yeah, Missy, I agree. I'm not going to add anything. I think, you know, I was thinking of maybe adding more florals over here, but I kind of like it. I think it looks good. Good inspiration tonight for the finding that one project piece. I'm going to have to figure out who did that and give them credit, because it was not me. It's another Chalk Couture designer. Literally, and this is what I love. So, right? So it's two different transfers, but together they make just such a pretty, pretty piece. So I love that about Chalk Couture. All right, guys, so I'm just going to say, if you are interested in learning more about Chalk Couture, shoot me a message and I would be happy to answer it for you, or just type the word join in the comments, and then that will get a message sent to you. If you're interested in joining my VIP group, type the word VIP in the comments, and I'll put you in there. And then if you're interested in getting notifications, either stuff that's being offered or I'm getting ready to go live, whatever it is, you can text me at this number and I will put you in the group and the notifications list. All right, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful, let's see here, get that off there. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. Please stay safe, and health and safety first. All right, guys, bye.